Well, hello. Today is still Saturday, the 22nd of November. The reason I'm saying that is because I've just finished filming a wee demonstration on my new steam press that we bought. So I've still got the same clothes on because it's still the same day. But we are going out to the shed. That's why I've got the coat on, I've got my boots on, all wrapped up, to get the Christmas stuff in. That's what we're doing. It's all go, isn't it? All go. Tam's beat me to it. Now this Christmas tree has still got baubles on it from last year. I'm not going to be using it, I don't think. Well, that's an empty box. That's the Christmas tree, but the new Christmas tree, which is in. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in this black trunk as well. Door wreath. That's the lights that I put out front in the conifers. I just don't want to bring any sort of beasties in.
That's a baubles, I
Baubles. I'm giving some of these to my son and whoever else wants them because I've got enough of them. As I've already said, I'm not doing as much.
What else?
Well, that's everything there. Well, that's Halloween stuff at the bottom. Christmas, the green one and the blue one, and then whatever's in the trunk. That's the lights for outside.
I know, you're not coming in there.
Oh, there's the nutcrackers. Well, that's it. Whether or not, I don't think we'll have all this time next year because, well, in saying that, I don't know. I might use them all. It just depends. That tree was the one that was in the dining room last year, and because I was ill, in December last year, both Tam and I were ill, and when we were putting the Christmas stuff away, we just put them away with the baubles still on it. That's just a wee kind of Nara tree that I got from Asda one year. The lights that are on it, it came with pre-lit lights. I couldn't get them to work last year, so I think I had to put other lights on, I can't remember. But a lot of these baubles I'm not going to be using this year. I don't know. Look at these boxes. There's some ornamental things over there. The big decoration we had with the train going in and out a tunnel, and it was like a village scene. It was quite big. We gave that down to my son. Because I've just not really got the space for it all, and my heart's not in it as the way it used to be, if you know what I mean. I've not got the energy these days, so I'm just going to decorate as simply as possible. Well, my simply as possible might be different from other people's, I don't know. Right, so we've got everything out the boxes. They've just been placed round about. It's not certain whether this is where I'm going to put them. The mantelpiece, I'm not putting the garland that lights up. I might put lights up in the mantelpiece, I don't know. I need another candle. I need to buy another pack of 3 red candles, and I've got the white church candles in these storm jars you call them, storm vases. I've had them for years. Santa's there just now. The big church that lights up is there, and the wee church, that's going there. So as I say, there's not it's going to be different. We can't do it every year now, it's just too much. We've still got more baubles to put in the tree. I just put these wee white ones on here. They came off the wee tree out in the hall. I had done that all white last year, I forgot all about it. Wee gift boxes. These must be about, I don't know, 12, 13-year-olds, all battery operated. And Roger, the lodger, has came early and he's sitting on the wreath just now having a sleep. These were all gifts from people. I've just put it over the door handle, one over that door handle, and my wreaths are up in the hall doors. These have all still to get batteries in them and can get lit up, and I've got the lamppost one there. I'm not even putting the stars up above the windows outside this year. My son's going to take them, he's going to take what baubles he needs. And that's the lights there that goes in the conifers outside. That's a wee 3 feet tree, I think it is, 2.5, 3 feet, that I'm doing my woodland theme on it. I've still got things to get out. All these white things were on it last year. I decorated them with white baubles and white berries. I'm doing the woodland theme, so some of these white berries and white baubles can go on the big Christmas tree. In here, the dining room, still got stuff there. Still deciding what to do up here. And the tree, I was going to get rid of it. It's a slimline tree just for in here. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Right, I've got some baubles on the tree. Nowhere near finished yet. I'm too tired now. It's now, what, 5 o'clock? 20 past 5. I'm starting to wilt now, so I think I'm going to go get washed into my pyjamas and probably have a nice warm cup of tea. It's really getting cold. I've got the heating on now, and well, I think it's on. I've got the wreath on the door outside, and also it's like a ball. It's all holly and ivy, berries, something like that. So at least I've made a start. So a lot more to do yet, but not as much as I normally do. Good morning, everyone. It's now Sunday, it's the 23rd of November, and I am going to make a slow cooker beef stew for dinner today, and also some ham soup, lentil soup basically. So I'll just show you wee bits and bobs of how I do it. I'll sort the soup out first because the ham hock needs to boil for 2 to 3 hours. So I'll get that into the pot and get that simmering away, and then I'll get the beef and the vegetables into my slow cooker. Right, so Aberdeen Angus Scotch beef. I've got a bit of turnip there, it's starting to look a bit worse for wear, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to hopefully put some in the soup and some in the slow cooker. It's just Tam and I, so 1 onion, 1 carrot, and the potatoes are going in with the stew to cook, so they'll get washed. I'll leave the skin on them, and that's basically it. I'll add things like tomato puree, seasoning, salt, pepper, and obviously stock, gravy. So Tam's going to clean these and chop them up for me. While he's doing that, I'm going to fry this in a little oil just to brown it, and then it'll go in with the vegetables into the slow cooker. Sorry for the background noise, but it is a working kitchen and we are busy. So olive oil, just about a tablespoon. I don't even put that in it, that's a bit more. I'll put the wrong ring on, that's a good start, isn't it? Put the wrong heat on. Then the meat. Oh man. Right, so I'll let that heat up, and then I'm going to pop the meat in there and let it brown. Right, I've turned the heat down, and I'm just going to hope it's warm enough. Yep. They're not large pieces of meat, so I might get them all into the one pan, but we want to get them all, you know, evenly browned. Right. I'll brown these off first and then I'll pop the rest in once this is ready. Right, so that's browning nicely. The ham hock's going to be starting to boil probably in the next 10 minutes. I'll need to turn that down. I'm going to transfer this to a clean plate and then put the rest of the meat in to brown, and Tam's just about finished cutting up the vegetables and we'll get it all into the slow cooker. Right, so I'm just going to put the rest of the meat in to brown. That's the brown meat already on a plate, so we'll just let that brown away there. Ham hock is bubbling away. I've turned it down, and of course, as you know, this is for the stock. It's the ham stock for the soup, so that'll be left for a few hours. And I've not chopped the vegetables, well, Tram's not chopped the vegetables for this yet because I won't be making it till later on in the afternoon, but he has chopped them for the slow cooker beef stew. Right, I have this just heating gently just now, and I'm going to pop in the carrot, some turnip and the onion, and then I'll pop in a pint of beef stock and then that meat that I've just browned. Tam's not keen in vegetables, as some of you may know, so that's why. It's only Tam and I for dinner, so don't really need a lot anyway, and the rest of the turnips go in the soup. I did salt the meat, I just didn't show it, but I did salt the meat when I was frying it, so I will add maybe a wee bit of pepper to this. You can also add Worcester sauce, but I don't have any and I thought I did. Right, so I've just popped a pint of stock in there. It doesn't look like a pint, but it certainly is a pint. Just giving it a wee stir. I'm going to put in the meat and then some tomato puree. All the juices with it that was cooking in the frying pan as well. As I say, it's already been salted and there's some pepper in there as well. I just used white pepper. You can use white, you can use black. Tablespoon of tomato puree. Ooh. And just stir it. I'd actually turned the crock pot, the heating down in it there. The potatoes are still to get into this as well. I'm just going to, they've been washed with the skins on, and I'm going to pop them in next. You don't need to do it that way. I should have put them in just with the vegetables. I'm going to give it a wee stir now, and I'll get the potatoes sorted. Right, potatoes in. I'll just get another twist. Maggie's scratching my leg because you can smell the cooking. Which is quite painful. I'll just get another 2 halves to put in there. It's just to demonstrate. That's it. It's set and it'll cook for about between 4 and 5 hours. Ham hock has been on for nearly 3 hours. Vegetables are nearly cut, just the onions to get cut up. I've got carrots there, potatoes, and I'm also putting celery, chopped up celery in it. And the stock from the pot is here in 2 clean bowls. I strained it into these bowls because it's a bigger pot I'm using today to make the soup. I needed 2 bowls to put the stock in, just until I've fried up all these vegetables, and then I'll put the stock back in with them. maybe a wee ham cube as well, and then it'll just cook away for about an hour and a half. Right, so I've got a tablespoon of olive oil in the pot. I've cleaned round the edges, took any, you know, marks from the ham hock, and this is heating up. I'm just going to pop everything in. Oh. Add the onions, and then I'll just let it simmer away, turn the heat down, add salt and pepper, and then the stock. Onion added. Some salt. Some white pepper, now I've turned the heat down. I'm going to pop the lid back on and simmer for 10 minutes before I put the stock in. Forgot the turnip. I'll pop that in now. Right, vegetables are softening up nicely. That's just about 10 minutes. I will add the lentils. The lentils need to soak for about half an hour. They're soaking just now. I'm going to add stock and also a ham cube and a vegetable cube. Just put into a pint of water, let it dissolve, add that, and also the ham hock stock, and then that's your soup prepared in just about an hour and a half to cook it. Lentils in. This is the ham cube and the vegetable cube just dissolving in boiling water. Stock's in from the ham hock. I've turned the heat up. Just make sure there's nothing sticking to the bottom of the pan. And this should be dissolved as well. That's going to simmer away there now, and if it needs more seasoning, I will give it more seasoning. But remember, it is ham, and there's a ham cube in there as well, which has its own salt. The soup's ready. Turnip, carrot, celery, everything's nice and soft. We won't be eating this till tomorrow, so I'm not going to blend it. You could eat it like that. I suppose it would be very nice, but I really like it blended, just with some chunky vegetables, but not as much as that. So this is for tomorrow, and I've taken it off the heat. I'll pop the lid on, and we'll have that tomorrow after I've blended it. Well, it's 4 o'clock. The meat, according to this, it's only 2 minutes to go. Then this crock pot, because it's got the timer, it automatically goes on to keep warm once, you know, the time's up. But that wasn't my stomach, by the way, if you heard that, it's the boiler. Potatoes look nice and soft. Don't know about the meat. I'll have a wee look at that, and then I'll get it dished up if it's ready. Right, it's ready. We've got the potatoes here, the beef stew, turnip, and there's carrots in there as well, and Just a nice gravy. I didn't add corn flour because I thought the gravy was just nice. Not watery, not thick either. So it's getting really cold. It's starting to get dark now. And I just can't wait to eat this. Then get a wash and just get into my pyjamas. On this Sunday afternoon, late Sunday afternoon. So I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Please take care. Hope you have had a nice weekend, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.